my darling Pisces. What's your energy for today? How scattered are you? How away with the fairies are you today? Are you missing some details? Are you avoiding getting stuck into the nitty-gritty? Are you wanting to see just the big picture and not get into the details and get things done? Are you dreaming too much today? Are you caught in a fantasy without looking at the real details of the scenario? Or, on the flip side of that, are you too caught up in the details? Have you been pulled down to earth too heavily and not flying high in your dreams? Insight. Phew, that hasn't come out. Inward revolution. Right. I feel like some reading has to be done. And yes, I am reading. I've been reading out of the book. Number 13 comes down to 4, which determination. Excuse me. 13, where are you hiding? Rembrandt, no. Insight. Refine your psychic senses. You are, or about to, see further, higher and deeper through space and time. Your psychic skills are expanding and seeing through the lens of your soul. Hone your abilities by reading about or doing a workshop or intuitive development. We are all psychic. It is part of who we are, but we have thrust this ability into the background in favor of other senses. Problems occur when we keep looking at the manifested world for proof of our worth. You are worthy because you are here. There is nothing to prove. You could become an intuitive reader if this is something you desire. It could also mean you are learning to trust what you feel, and the next steps to take will drop into your mind in the following days. 42. Inward revolution. You are always moving forward even when you feel like you are going backwards. Your path may seem to go up and down or inward and outward. The spiral is a symbol of your soul journey. It represents the cyclical adventure into your heart center. You will continually revisit aspects of your life to bring you to deeper understanding. Difficulties and challenges can command a greater focus as they help to build bigger and better dreams and desires. Each cycle of life is an important stepping stone that expands into the next. Your life will only feel authentic when you come to your own conclusions. An inward revolution will help you to the wisdom of your soul. It is a path that we must all take to truly know the love and love ourselves. From this place, we move outward, back into the world, empowered with our soul's wisdom. You are worthy of all you desire, no matter where you are in your spiral. Okay? So we're taking it as you need to dream more. You're stuck in the details. You need to dream more. You need to move more. You need to understand more. And then ground it. Are you stuck in old? I'm just seeing details. One of the cards. One of the enchanted map cards. Details. Are you stuck in old details? You've got some insights, or about to have some insights, I think there's a shift, there's an energy shift coming. Time to yourself. Just take time to yourself. Just time out to allow this to come through. Not yet. Like there's an insight coming. Something you've learnt, something you've understood, about to understand, that needs to be taken further. It can only be done when you look inside. Something clicks. I'm just saying, this to me at the moment looks like a clog, a cog in a wheel, a set of wheels, and it's moved to the next bit, and then sets off a whole another part in motion. It just needed that one click. I feel like that's coming. There's an enlightenment, there's an understanding, there's a big aha moment coming. Aha. I just feel, aha. That's what was happening. Like you've been going blindly through a fog for a little while, and like, self-forgiveness. Forgive yourself for not understanding prior to this moment what was actually happening. It's only now you understand. Don't blame yourself for doing all these things when you only got the understanding now. Let go. Forgive yourself for not understanding that scenario. Forgive yourself for not understanding what you needed for yourself. Forgive yourself for whatever is going on in your life that you now understand to be different. There's a reason, there's a position, there's I'm feeling like gratitude needs to come into this. Be grateful for the lesson you learned, because you now can forgive yourself for not having known that earlier. Gratitude that lesson came to you. It might have been a few times, like I'm seeing 3 or 4 times that you've had to go through this lesson. Now you understand it. You're almost kicking yourself because you've had to take 3 or 4 times to get to that point of actually understanding it now. It took those 3 times, and that's okay. It took those 4 times, and that's okay. For some of you, it took once, and that's still okay. But it might have been 20 years once. It might have been 1 year, 3 times over, 4 times over. It's not your fault. There's nothing to feel guilty about it. Right now is when you were supposed to learn that lesson. It's okay. You learnt it. You can go back and forgive the fact that you did not know it then. You weren't meant to. You weren't in the space to. You weren't in the mindset. Nothing was ready for you to understand what was going on. Now you do. Or now you're about to. It's coming. There's a shift of energy. There's a shift of motion. It's just that one clog that undoes. Doesn't undo. That sets a new line in motion. Sets a new. I'm seeing the full card, but it's like this clock hasn't been working, and that one click of that cog, the whole thing starts working. A robot that sat still, and it needed a bit of tweaking, just a little turn. It wasn't quite on center. It runs, and it runs beautifully. It's in perpetual motion, just keeps going. Your thing is forgive yourself for things you did not understand prior to that moment. When you finally understand what's going on, get that aha moment, Don't fall into the place of guilt. Don't fall into the place of, shit, I should have known that. That was basic or whatever that you're going to tell yourself. I don't know what your scenario is. I don't want to know. It's not my position. I'm just here to give you a general message. If you want to dig in deeper, I'm quite happy to go with you, but not here. You can email me, and I'll make sure it's in the description. Some of you feel guilty over something that you thought was your fault. I'm saying let go of old guilt. Let go of old guilt. You may find out that what you feel guilty over wasn't yours to hold in the first place. Not yours, not your energy. It wasn't yours. It's either you decided it was you. It's making me see like a kid where the parents are divorcing and the kid feels like it's their fault that the parents are divorcing. Their fault that the family's falling to bits. Only when they're older do they truly understand that it was the relationship between the parents that fell down, not the child. Nothing the child did. And I was like, you forgive yourself for thinking and feeling that way. And it sets a whole new timeline, a whole new space, a whole new position. Everything, it makes you question everything, every belief you've ever had. Because this one was in grade, you're like 5 or 6. I'm seeing someone around 5 or 6, very young. I was like, what did I do wrong that my mummy and daddy can't be together? When that aha moment comes, it's ready, set, go to understand and let go. Don't hold on to it. You can have time to work it out and work with it, but let that go. Just let that guilt go as quickly as you can. Forgive yourself for thinking that way. I'm not saying that's the only way. There's many different scenarios it could be. That's the one they're giving me as an example. Could be one of you, I don't know. But there's an aha moment coming. There's insight coming. And it's been a whatever it is, it's been a cyclical thing in your life. A cyclical problem that's like constantly showing up. The universe is constantly showing it to you to change that belief. And not hold guilt over it anymore. Where's the tarot? You're looking at me. Come on, quick. Celebrate letting go of the old. Not holding on to it anymore. Not yours. Never was. Your perception of it was that it was yours. Let it go. Could be a friendship, could be anything. It's not yours to hold on to. You picked up someone else's miserable cups, spilt cups, and held them as your own, and it's no longer. It's time to hold your cups up and celebrate your cup. Not anyone else's. Give back to other people who they are. It's not mean, it's just saying, I'm not carrying that anymore. Not mine. I never should have picked up in the first place. And I don't think these people actually knew you did. If they did, then yep. I'm not going there. Let go. 4 of Pentacles. That's holding on. Time to let go. And celebrate your life changing, repositioning. The cogs are just turning. Keep seeing cogs, they're turning. It's all going to turn. It's all going to make sense. Your life hasn't made sense till now because you've held this belief of something that never should have been picked up at all. And there's a guilt along with this belief. Not yours in the any scheme of things. Life will flow when you do this. It's just this Just felt like, wow, really? It was like that? Damn, I read that wrong. I took it on wrong. I took on someone else's guilt, someone else's stuff. That's some of you. It's time to shed all the skin that wasn't yours. And it's like you it's like picked up someone else's skin and wore it. And it's not yours. Time to shed that. Well, that vision. I'll leave you there. With that, Pisces, I will see you next time.